Vince McMahon is behind the helm of the WWE, the same man who's made out with just about every diva he could get his hands on live TV, so is this list really a surprise? Oh, also, immediate honorable mention goes to every single one of those poor divas being kissed on live TV. I'm D-Wicket, and these are the 10 inappropriate WWE moments caught on live television. Number 10, Eugene. What better way to start off this list than the mentally handicapped professional wrestler? Eugene may have been massively over during his time, but that hardly excuses the awful idea behind this entire concept. Literally, Eugene's entire gimmick is that he's mentally retarded. Seriously, Vince? I hate professional wrestling already, and this is only number 10.
And don't bother ever coming back! Yeah, Eugene, it's The Rock. You're in the same ring with him.
Number 9, Piggy James. Hell yeah, from the retarded to the overweight. Or should I say the regular looking woman. Mickie James somehow returned to the WWE a few years ago, despite the fact that around a decade ago, WWE was completely bullying her for what they thought was her being overweight. During a feud with Lay Cool, Layla, and Michelle McCool for you youngins, a clip was aired which featured McCool as a farmer on a farm, and you know what animal that's commonly associated with being overweight resides on the farm? That's right, you can make this connection yourself. And just in case you can't, here's WWE literally calling Mickie James a pig on live television. Be a star, WWE.
Michelle McCool had a farm, E-I-E-I-O, and on that farm she had a pig, E-I-E-I-O, with an oink oink here and oink.
Listen, I have sisters, I know women can be very emotional, but I also know what happens.
They can also be vindictive.
Yeah.
Number 8, Ric Flair kissing Becky Lynch. This is the second time I've had to talk about this awful moment in about a week, and that's about 7 times too many. The 2016 Royal Rumble gave us one of the worst spots in the history of pro wrestling, and it didn't even take place in the ring. No, instead we saw Becky Lynch handling Ric Flair's distraction on the outside of the ring, and Flair quite literally handling Becky, pulling her in for a quick little makeout session. Ric Flair was 66 at the time. Becky Lynch was a week away from being 29. There is so many things wrong about this. I can probably name about 37 things wrong with it. One for each year difference between these two.
Oh, no. What? Are you kidding?
Number 7, exploiting Paul Bear's death. Oh great, so far we've covered the mentally handicapped, fat shaming, and borderline sexual assault, so where better to advance than deadly exploitations. William Moody, better known as Paul Bear, passed away on March 5th, 2013, just a month short of WrestleMania 29. CM Punk and The Undertaker already had their Mania matchup set in stone, so why not take advantage of your loyal worker's death? Pretty much the entire story of this feud was CM Punk is a massive asshole, and he's going to make fun of this death to try and get inside the head of Taker. I am the biggest CM Punk fan that you're going to find on here, and I can't even try to defend this one.
This is disrespectful. Punk disguised, he was disguised as a druid ambushing Undertaker.
Number 6, exploiting Reed Flair's death. So take everything we just said about Punk and Bearer, but turn an entire storyline that was at least somewhat crafted if you put out the awful nature side of it and just replace it with a one-off line used to try and unsuccessfully generate heat on a heatless feud. Also, they didn't even warn Ric Flair, his wife, or anyone in their family that they were going to bring up his dead son.
When my little brother passed away, you were there for me.
You know what, Charlotte? You're wrong, sweetheart. Because your little baby brother, he didn't have much fight in him, did he?
Oh, come on.
Number 5, choppy. Wow, it's been so long since I've talked about this moment. I'll be honest, I was just finally starting to forget that it even existed. But just like a bad dream and herpes, Kyan ties back once again to make my life considerably worse. Val Venis debuted in the WWF immediately with a gimmick that'd bring him fame, and within just the first few weeks, he had already slept with someone's wife. Well done, Val, but you pissed off the wrong Asian stable, as they literally captured this man and tried to cut off his penis with a samurai sword. What am I reading? According to the storyline, his dick was saved at the last second due to shrinkage. I couldn't have made up that gold if I tried to, ladies and gentlemen. He saved his dick because of shrinkage. Well done, WWE. Well done.
And look at this! He's carried off Yamaguchi-san's wife!
Number 4, exploiting Eddie Guerrero's death. God fucking damn it, WWE, can you stop? I try really hard to defend you. Well, no, I really don't. I never do. I would love to try and defend you guys, but it's shit like this that makes it borderline impossible. 3 different wrestlers, 3 of them, in a time span of a decade, had their deaths horribly exploited, and it's impossible to comprehend the thought process of Vincent Kennedy McMahon anymore. This time, we have Rey Mysterio fighting for the honor of his dead best friend. That did get annoying after a while, as it essentially became his gimmick for a year, but at least it was heartfelt and sincere. What was very much the opposite of heartfelt and sincere, however, was the line Randy Orton gave about Eddie's death, literally saying that Guerrero would be down in hell. Jesus fucking Christ. Well, more like Satan. Eddie was no stranger to playing the game and surely would have been alright with his death being used to help out Rey and further some storylines, but that's just inexcusable.
Eddie ain't in heaven. Eddie's down there in hell.
Number 3, hide and rape. Alright, let's take the tone down a notch to rape, apparently. But it's not full on like actual rape, so I don't feel that disgusting, but it's, well, you be the judge. Heidenreich, the dude you probably can't put a face to, once had an ongoing played out fantasy backstage where he sexually assaulted WWE's residential joke commentator, Michael Cole. This actually happened. Wow, and guess which billionaire genius thought it up? I will never be able to scrub the image of Michael Cole's face as he's pressed up to a wall against his will out of my mind. It's burned there just as burned as Kane's scars are.
Now that I've got you back here all alone with me, I'm gonna give you what you want. Never tell. Instead, I'll put the world through hell.
Number 2, Vince drops the N-bomb. Wow. This has to be the single greatest moment in professional wrestling history. Like, genuinely, we've peaked, folks. No storyline, no match, no angle, no promo, nothing any wrestler can do or say. No single spot or stunt will ever surpass this. Life really is good, guys. Life is good. Survivor Series 2005 may forever lay claim to being the land of one of Vince's oddest moments in history. Coming across John Cena backstage, the very old and out of touch man tried to keep it cool with the Thug by talking all gangsta and thugonomics-ing with him, and he literally finished it by calling John Cena the N-word. No hard R, but it's definitely still rated R, but unfortunately for Vince, Edge wasn't the person he'd walk past. It was Booker T. Yes, Vince dropped the N-bomb, and then he walked directly past Booker T and his wife. What in the actual fuck, Vince?
What's good in the hood?
Just hold it down, trying to take care of business.
Keep it up, I'm a nigga!
And just for fun, here's a nice little honorable mention for you.
And after we take Lex Luger in the job, we want the gold sucker. Hulk Hogan, we coming for you, nigga.
I should point out for the record, Stevie Ray, look at...
And number 1, Katie Vick. The only thing that could possibly beat out a Vince McMahon N-bomb, it just had to be Katie fucking Vick. Back in 2003, we had a feud between Kane and Triple H that saw H bringing up Kane's supposed ex-girlfriend, Katie Vick. I'm literally starting to stutter because that's how bad this is, you guys. According to kayfabe and Vince's awful wet dreams, Kane killed his girlfriend in a car crash a decade prior to that scene, and then proceeded to have sex with his dead girlfriend's corpse. This wasn't enough though. They couldn't just say those words to us. They had to throw a Kane mask on a naked Triple H, send him into a funeral home, point him to a casket with a mannequin inside, and insinuate Kane forcefully fucking this inanimate object. I hate pro wrestling.
Hello, Katie. But you look so good. I really did. I screwed your brains out.
And that's the list. Do you want to kill yourself as much as I do? Let us know in the comments down below, and be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications to ensure that Kane doesn't... Nope, not even going there. Not making the joke.